So Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So you Israelites, you black African American Negroes, you ended up in captivity because of disobedience. That's why you the tail. That's why you are poor in your city. That's why many of us are on welfare. We got food stamps. We on public assistance, right? We in public housing, right? We go to public school where they teach us all paganism, right? All the pagan holidays, right? Noah's sons knew the keeping of the feast days, the sacrifices, all that wasn't something new that started with Abraham or with the nation of Israel. That was something that the sons of Adam had passed down to Noah, and all the sons, they sacrifice, they offer burnt offerings, they offer sacrifices. And we're going to show you right in the book of Jubilees, and that's chapter what?
6.
Chapter 6, the book of Jubilees.
Starting at verse 32. And you command the children of Israel so that they shall guard the years in this number, 364 days, and it will be a complete year, and no one shall corrupt its appointed time from its days or from its feasts, because all of the appointed times will arrive in them according to their testimony. And they will not pass over a day, and they will not corrupt a feast. But if they are transgressed, and they do not observe them according to this commandment, then they will corrupt all of their fixed times, and the years will be moved within this order, and they will transgress their ordinances, and all of the sons of Israel will forget, and they will not find the way of the years, and they will forget the new moons and appointed times and Sabbaths, and they will set awry all of the ordinances of the years. For I know, and henceforth I shall make you know, but not from my own heart, because the book is written before me and is ordained in the heavenly tablets of the division of days, lest they forget the feast of the covenant and walk in the feast of the Gentiles, and after their errors and after their ignorance. And there will be those who will examine the moon diligently, because it will corrupt the appointed times, and it will advance from year to year 10 days. Therefore the years will come to them as they corrupt and make a day of testimony a reproach, and a profane day a festival. And they will mix up everything, a holy day as profane, and a profane one for a holy day, because they will set awry the months and the Sabbaths and the feasts and Jubilees. Therefore I shall command you, and I shall bear witness to you, so that you may bear witness to them, because after you have died, your sons will be corrupted, so that they will not make a year only 364 days, and therefore they will set awry the months and the appointed times and the Sabbaths and the feasts, and they will eat all of the blood with the flesh.
So you see, the Noah's sons, they knew about the new moons, they knew about the Shabbats, the feast days, and all of that. They kept all of that. This was before the nation of Israel was established, right? But they rejected that, and they embraced the feast days of the heathens. This is what Israelites today have done, because we were brainwashed in captive lands, and we were told not to keep the holy days, or the set apart days, or the Moedim, this is the proper word to use, of the Most High, and to keep the heathen days, right? We can read about that in Maccabees, where King Antiochus had passed laws for Israelites to not keep the Most High's law, circumcise their children, to keep the Shabbat, and they profaned the Shabbat, and they made a law for people to break the Most High's laws and to follow the king's laws. So we see that same thing happening today amongst Israelites in the lands of captivity. Now, we're going to progress forward now. We've done enough dealing with the Gentiles and the paganisms. Now I want to branch off into Israel, identity of Israel. So before we do that, I want to go to the book of Jubilees again, and I want to read the curse. We all know, I'm gonna give it to you this way. We all know that Noah kept all the feast days, right? After he kept the feast days, he made him some very strong wine. And he got drunk. And so much so that he laid out in the nude, naked. Ham saw him, and rather than Ham covering his father, right, he went and told his brothers. And his brothers covered him. So when he came out of his wine, right, he was upset with Ham, so he cursed Canaan, right? All the other sons, they got blessed. He told Canaan, you're gonna be a servant. He cursed him, you're gonna be a servant to your brothers. Now what I want to read here is, you want to read this part right here, Canaan's seizure of land. And then we're going to show you what happened to the Israelite nation, okay?
And in the 4th week, in the 1st year, in the beginning of it, in the 34th Jubilee, they were scattered from the land of Shinar. And Ham and his sons went into the land which was his possession, which he had founded in his portion in the land of the south. But Canaan saw that the land of Lebanon as far as the river of Egypt was very good. And he did not go into the land of his inheritance toward the east, that is the sea, but he dwelt in the land of Lebanon, eastward and westward from the bank of Jordan, and from the shore of the sea. And Ham his father, and Cush, and Mitzrayim his brothers said to him, Ye have dwelt in a land which is not yours, nor did it come forth from us by lot. No, do not do this, because if you do this, you and your children will fall in the land and be cursed with sedition, because by sedition you have dwelt, and by sedition your children will fall, and ye will be uprooted forever. Do not dwell in the dwelling of Shem, because it came to Shem and his sons by lot. You are cursed, and you will be cursed more than all the sons of Noah by the curse which we swore with an oath before the holy judge and before Noah our father. But he would not listen to them, and he dwelt in the land of Lebanon from Hamath to the entrance of Egypt, he and his sons until this day. And therefore that land is called Canaan.
That's good. So Canaan was cursed. His brothers all rebuked him. So look, you cursed, brother. You're going to be cursed even. You already cursed to be a servant. You're going to be cursed with death, right? For going into a land that was not yours, right? Isn't that what we read? Now, so the Most High told Israel, right, not to marry the Canaanites, right? You got something else in that? Okay.
There's one more verse.
Go ahead and read that.
And Japheth and his sons went toward the sea, and they dwelt in the land of their portion. But Madai saw the land of the sea, and it did not please him. And he begged it from Elam and Asher and Arpachshad, from the brother of his wife. And he dwelt in the land of Media near his wife's brother until this day. And he called his dwelling place and the dwelling place of his sons Mediah, after their father Madai.
It's good stuff. There's so much to cover in this. You can't do it all in one day. I'm trying to make a smorgasbord, give you a lot of stuff that you can take with you. And then we'll make it simplistic. But right now we're just giving you a smorgasbord, right? All right, now Judges chapter 3. All right, we already know that the Canaanites were cursed, right? Let's see. Before we go there, let's go to Deuteronomy 7. Let's just read a little bit about it. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 7. We're going to read verse 1 through 3.
When Yah thy Elohim shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites and the Girgashites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when Yah thy Elohim shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his son shalt thou give or take unto thy son. Did I read that right? Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
Go ahead, read the next one.
For they will turn away thy son from following me, they that they may serve other deities. So will the anger of Yah be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
Go ahead, read the next one.
But thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars, break down their images, cut down their groves, and burn their graven images with fire. For thou art an holy people unto Yah thy Elohim. Yah thy Elohim hath chosen thee to be a special people unto him above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Read the next verse.
Yah did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. But because Yah loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath Yah brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh king of Egypt.
Oh, that's good. So now, what did the Most High tell Israel? We just read in the book of Jubilees that the Canaanites were cursed by the father Noah, right? All the brothers knew they were cursed, right? They went into a land that they wasn't supposed to go in, which was the land that the Most High showed Abraham, right? Before Abraham came on the scene, right? They knew, everybody knew that this was a land that the Most High promised to a special people, right? So what did the Canaanites do? They went in there and they seized up that land. Most High said, look, don't have no mercy on them, kill them. Kill them, right? Kill them off. The little ones, the adults, kill them all, right? So now let's go to Judges 3. We're gonna see what Israel did. Now Canaan, incidentally, is a son of Ham, who the anointed brother Zondervan told us was the father of the dark races of people. Right. The anointed brother Zondervan. See that? This brother's anointed. He said Ham was the father of the dark races of people, but not the Negroes. So Canaan was a son of Ham, who were jet black African people. I know that pierced you to your heart. They were Africans. They were African. They were black Africans. Y'all hate that, don't y'all? Canaanites were black Africans, sons of Ham, dark races of people. Okay. Now, in Judges chapter 3, we read verse 1 down to about 6 or 7 or so, I guess. All right, Judges chapter 3, Starting at verse 1.
Now these are the nations which Yah left to prove Israel by them, even as many of Israel as had not known all the wars of Canaan. Only that the generations of the children of Israel might know, to teach them war at the least such as before knew nothing thereof, namely 5 masters of the Philistines, and all the Canaanites, and Sidonians, and Hivites that dwelt in Mount Lebanon, from Mount Baal Hermon unto the entering in of Hamath. And they were to prove Israel by them, to know whether they would hearken unto the commandments of Yah, which he commanded their fathers by the hand of Moshe. And the children of Israel dwelt among the Canaanites, Hittites, and Amorites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. And they took their daughters to be their wives, and gave their daughters to their sons, and served their deities.
See that? The people who was cursed, they married. They married them. The people who was cursed, they married them. The Most High warned them. He said, don't marry them, because they will turn your hearts after their deities, right? What did Shaul say? Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. How can you serve Yah? You believe in keeping the Shabbat, the feast days, the laws, the statutes, and commandments of the Most High, but you want to be married to somebody who's serving the Lord Jesus Christ, keeping Sunday, Easter, Christmas, Janus Day, and all the pagan days, eating all the swine they can eat, pork chops, chitterlings, scripts, lobsters, and all of that. Either you want to break or they going to break. Most High told them, don't marry them, because they're going to turn your heart to serve their deities. So what did Israel do? They married the black Canaanites, and they became one people with them.